Yes, today is the rise of Buddhism and Jainism. So from 600 BC, we have the rise of Buddhism and Jainism. So up to 600 BC, it is called the completion of Vedic civilization. After Vedic civilization in Indian history, we have the rise of Jainism and Buddhism. So it is called the revolution against the Vedic religionism. This is also called the new religions, the birth of new religions, or the period of the birth of new religions in India. So this is against it is occurred, the Buddhism and Jainism, they were occurred against the Vedic civilization, and especially this is a revolutionary period, a reforms period. It's called a reforms period, not only in India. So throughout world there was the revolutionary period in 600 BC. So you take if you take the world countries, so in 600 BC there are so many revolutions against the traditionalism, against the traditional religion system. So for example, in Greek, in 600 BC, in Greek, Socrates started the revolution against the Greek traditionalists. So Socrates is one of the revolutionists in Greek, as well as so in Egypt, Isaiah also one of the revolutionary against the traditionalism. So in Persia, so Zoroaster also introduced new religion in Persia, that is Zoroastrianism. So this is also against the traditionalism in Persia, and in China, Confucius and 𝗧𝗦𝗔𝗧. So in India, apart from that revolutionary system, in India, Vardhamana Mahavira and Gautam Buddha, they are the revolutionaries in India. They started new religions. That's why 600 BC is called the revolutionary era in the world. So apart from that, in India, Gautama Buddha and Vardhamana Mahavira, they started the new religions. They found new religions against Vedic religion, against the traditionalism in the Vedic system. So what is Vedic system? So what was there? So is there any wrong system is there in Vedic system? So especially in 600 before 600 BC, in Vedic system or in Vedic religion, that is totally Brahman domination, totally Sanskrit domination. So according to our Vedas, the society has 4 classifications, 4 varnas. It is called Chaturvarna system. So according to Vedas, we have that 4 Chaturvarna system, that is Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya and Shudra. So all these communities are in the period of Vedic system. So Brahmana dominated all other communities, other varnas. That's why Vedic system totally Brahmana dominated system, and Sanskrit dominated system. So Sanskrit was the official language in the Vedic period, but common people so far from this Vedic system, because these last common people, they have no freedom to learn, to read the Vedas, because they don't know the Sanskrit. But Vedas are in the language of Sanskrit. That's why common people, they were far from the society. So, and also in Vedic period, the yajnas and yagas, they are called sacrificings. So they have done by the Brahmins. Common people has no chance to participate in that yajnas and yagas. So this is the reason to raise or to born the Buddhism and Jainism. So here against Brahmanism, who will start the revolution? Who has the chance to start the revolution against the Brahmanism? Ultimately Kshatriyas. But Vaishyas and Shudras, they have no chance, because in the society they are not having the strong position. After Brahmanas, because you see Brahmana, they ordered the society in those days. So they have the knowledge, because you see there was the Brahmins are born from the forehead of Brahma. Forehead is indicating the knowledge. That's why Brahmana people have the knowledge in those days. That's why they dominated the society. So if anybody, if any, these three, among these three varnas, that means Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, if they want to revolt against Brahmana, it is possible to only Kshatriyas. That's why here Buddhism is found by Gautama Buddha and Jainism also found by Vardhamana Mahavira. Both are the Kshatriyas. So ultimately in those society, the Kshatriyas has the right, has the mightiness to start the revolution against these Brahmanas. So this is called the rise of Buddhism and Jainism is called reforms age in Indian society. And this is the against Vedic religionism. That's why now we have to study about, we have to discuss about the Buddhism and Jainism. So according to Vedic system, earlier I told you, so Varnas, this is a Chaturvarna system. You know, all the systems, Chaturvarna, Chaturasrama, Gotra, marriage system, everything is occurred, everything started in the Vedic period only. Everything existed in the period of Vedic system. That's why the most important point is a Varna system. Varna system has 4 classifications as per early class. So, Brahmanas, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas and Shudras. So, here these Kshatriyas revolted against the Brahmanism. This is called the rise of Buddhism and Jainism. So, now we take Jainism. So, first of all, Jainism. So, Jainism is the oldest religion in our India as well as in the world also. Okay? After Zoroastrianism. So, in India it is one of the oldest religion, that is Jainism. So, actually Jainism founder Vardhamana Mahavira, he was the founder of Jainism. So, his period 540 to 468 BC. So, his period was 542 468 BC. This is a period of Vardhamana Mahavira. He was the founder of Jainism. So first of all, I want to say about the profile of Vardhamana Mahavira. So here we have the confusion. So many people will have the confusion because in some of the books, who is the founder of Jainism? They can ask who is founder of Jainism. In some of the books, there will be Parshvanatha. Some of the books they are saying that Mahavira. And some more books they are telling Rishabhanatha. But here we have 3 kind of founders, 3 kinds of establishers. So for example, Rishabhanatha. Rishabhanatha is a founder of Jainism. First point we have to understand. Rishabhanatha. So Rishabhanatha was the founder of Jainism. So let me explain. Let me say. And second, Parshvanatha. So Parshvanatha. So Parshvanatha is a historical founder. Parshvanatha, he was a historical founder of Jainism. And third one, Vardhamana Mahavira. So Vardhamana Mahavira is the real founder. We should understand, Rishabhanatha is a founder. Parshvanatha, historical founder. And Vardhamana Mahavira, real founder. So what is the difference between founder and real founder? That means actually Jainism, it is established after, it is started after the enlightenment of Vardhamana Mahavira. Vardhamana, he was enlightened. It is called Jinudu. Whenever he became the Jinudu, from that onwards it is called Jainism. That's why Vardhamana Mahavira is called the real founder of Jainism. So generally, in examination, they will ask the question, who is the founder of Jainism? If they ask this question, we should write the answer, Mahavira only. This is the clarity, I am giving you clarity. So, Rishabhanatha is founder, Parshvanatha, historical founder, Vardhamana Mahavira, real founder. So, a real founder is, and also we can say, he is the founder. So, anyhow, so this is Vardhamana Mahavira. So, Vardhamana Mahavira is the founder of Jainism. So, who was Vardhamana Mahavira? So, his original name is Vardhamana. His original name was Vardhamana. After Jinudu, after enlightenment, he got the name Mahavira. So, generally we can think Mahavira means Is he defeated anybody? He defeated any king, but it is not, we cannot say like this. So he defeated the desires. He defeated desire. That's why he became Mahavira. So after Jinudu, after enlightenment, Mahavira, Vardhamana is called Vardhamana Mahavira. So his parents, Vardhamana Mahavira parents are Siddhartha and Trishala. His father Siddhartha and Trishala. Don't confuse, because Buddha earlier name was Siddhartha. Here Mahavira father name was Siddhartha. That's why we don't have any confusion. I am giving you clearly, I am telling you clearly. That is the father of Vardhamana, that is Siddhartha. Mother Trishala. And their Gotra or their clan. That means clan means Vamshamu. So their clan, that is Gnatrika Kula Gotra or Gnatrika Kula Kshatriya Gotra. That's why they are called Gnatrika Kula clan people. And his wife, Mahavira wife, her name was Yashoda. Mahavira wife name was Yashoda. You see, Buddha wife name Yashodhara. We may have little bit confusion. Mahavira wife Yashoda and Buddha wife Yashodhara. That's why here we are giving clearly, we are saying clearly, that is Vardhamana Mahavira wife Yashoda. And he has one daughter. Vardhamana Mahavira has one daughter, that is Priyadarshini, also called Anugna. So Priyadarshini, as well as she is called Anugna. And Vardhamana Mahavira, he has a son-in-law. So actually he was nephew of Vardhamana Mahavira, and he married her daughter with her son-in-law also, nephew also. So his name was 𝗳𝗬𝗠. 𝗳𝗬𝗠 is son-in-law. He married Anugna, that is a Priyadarshini. And you see, this is a autobiography or a profile, life profile of Vardhamana Mahavira. So Vardhamana Mahavira at the age of 30 years, at the age of 30 years, he left home. What was the reason? So what was the reason to left the home? Because of, you see, at the age of 30 years, Mahavira, Vardhamana parents, that means Siddhartha and Yashoda, Siddhartha and Trishala, they were died. So because of that reason, his mind has so many fluctuations. Because what happened to them? Where they have gone? This kind of questions are raised in the minds of Mahavira. That's why he wanted to find the truth. So behind of that death, what was the reason? So he wants to find the reason behind of that death. That's why his mind has the fluctuations. So to find truth, he wanted to left the home. So at the age of 30 years, so Gautama Buddha left the home at the age of 29 years. Just he will have some similarities. That's why, so Gautama Buddha left home at the age of 29 years. Mahavira left home at the age of 30 years. So Mahavira left home at the age of 30 years. So his brother was Nandivardhana. He has taken permission of Nandivardhana. Brother, I want to go to forest. I want to go to find the truth. So let me go. So he requested his brother Nandivardhana. Then Nandivardhana has given the permission and he left home and he went to forest. So near about 12 years, he wandered so many places. And so he joined at his guru, that is Mankana Goshala. His guru name was Mankana Goshala. So it is guru name was Mankana Goshala. So he will have different names, but don't confuse about this name. Mankana Goshala, Goshala Putra, they will be also called Goshala Putra also there. But we have to say Mankana Goshala, it is the guru or teacher of Mahavira. So he spent some time at Mankana Goshala and he left to guru also near about 12 years. So after leaving the home, 12 years he wandered and he selected one village, that is Jurumbaka. So the village name was Jurumbaka. Says Mahavira, he left his guru also. He wandered so much time and he reached Jurumbaka village. So it is nearby Ridge Valley. It is in Bihar. You understand Buddhism and Jainism both are occurred in Bihar only. So one miracle, one great thing, Buddha and Mahavira both are stayed in Bihar, but they stayed in same period. They are the contemporaries, but they never meet each other. So they never meet each other, but separately they established new religions, and this is occurred in the Bihar also, but they have not met anywhere any time. But anyhow, so Mahavira went to 𝗧𝗦𝗔𝗧 village. That name is 𝗧𝗦𝗔𝗧, and here this 𝗧𝗦𝗔𝗧 is nearby Ridge Valley. That is one of the area, Ridge Valley, and in the village of 𝗧𝗦𝗔𝗧, he selected a tree, that is 𝗧 tree. So we can say that is a 𝗧 tree. So under the tree he wanted to start the meditation, because of, you see, meditation is only the way to find any kind of truths. That's why he selected meditation under the 𝗧 tree. So under the 𝗧 tree he started the meditation. In the age of 43 years, that means in the 13th year, whenever he left the home, so in the 13th year he was enlightened. That means when he was enlightened, he was 43 years old. So this enlightenment is called 𝗳𝗦𝗔𝗧. So this enlightenment, he was enlightened 𝗳𝗦𝗔𝗧. So at the age of 43 years he was enlightened. That enlightenment is called, according to Jainism, it is called 𝗳𝗦𝗔𝗧. 𝗳𝗦𝗧 means he conquered. That means conquered, defeated. So he defeated the desires. That's why at the age of 43 years he became 𝗳𝗦𝗧. That's why from this day onwards it is called Jainism or Jaina religion. So actually, according to history, according to Jainism system, we have 24 Tirthankaras. We have 24 Tirthankaras. Tirthankara means who show path to moksha. Who show path. Path means the way. Who show the path to moksha. They are called Tirthankara. What is the meaning of moksha? So they shown the way. They shown the way towards moksha. What is moksha? What is the meaning of moksha? Moksha means not having rebirth. Whenever, for example, if you go to Tirupati, if you go to any other pilgrimage centers, if you are coming back, there will be some letters on the arch, the ending arch, moksha praptirastu. We can find that moksha praptirastu. Moksha praptirastu means we should be mingled with the God. So there will be no birth. That is called moksha. For example, if you have birth, that means you are not getting moksha. So if you done the sins, if you are doing the sins, because of that sins you will have one more birth. Whenever you are having the next birth, so there is no moksha. Moksha means, so we are going to join the God. We are going to heaven. That's why that is called moksha. So they have shown, Tirthankara means who shown the way to moksha, that is called Tirthankaras. So in Jainism we have 24 Tirthankaras. Okay, we don't want the list. I will tell you first, second and 22nd, 23rd, 24th. So first one, Rishabhanatha. First Tirthankara is called Rishabhanatha. He was first Tirthankara. In the Vedas also, Rishabhanatha mentioned, his name mentioned in Vedas also. That's why Rishabhanatha is the first Tirthankara of Jainism. And a second Tirthankara, Ajithanatha. So second Tirthankara is called Ajithanatha. So first one Rishabhanatha, second one Ajithanatha, and 22nd Arishtanemi. So 22nd Tirthankara, that is Arishtanemi. So this is 22nd Tirthankara, Arishtanemi. And 23rd Tirthankara, Parshvanatha. 23rd Tirthankara, Parshvanatha. So Parshvanatha is called, historical founder. He is called historical founder. Parshvanatha is called historical founder. So Parshvanatha, he was lived for 100 years. Parshvanatha is lived for 100 years. So he is a 23rd Tirthankara. You know, 𝗧𝗦𝗔𝗧 has introduced cardinal principles, 4 cardinal principles. Actually, there are 5 cardinal principles. So, there are 5 cardinal principles. 𝗧𝗦𝗔𝗧 is a 23rd Tirthankara. So, 𝗧𝗦𝗔𝗧, he introduced cardinal principles. It is called 5 cardinal principles. So, these are called cardinal principles. Actually, these are 4 cardinal principles. That 4 cardinal principles are introduced by 𝗧𝗦𝗔𝗧, but Mahavira added one more cardinal principles. That's why it's become 5 cardinal principles. In that 5 cardinal principles, first one, so truth. First one, truth. So should not say lies. Sathya. So truth, we should talk truth. That is called Sathya. Should not say lies. And second, ahimsa. That is so this is a second point, non-violence, ahimsa. And third, asteya. So third, asteya. Asteya means so should not want others' properties. Generally, human being will want others' property. Always they can think about others' property. But according to Jainism, asteya means should not have any greedy on others' property. That is asteya. So that means should not have any kind of greedy on others' property. And fourth one, aparigraha. So aparigraha means should not steal others' property. Generally, some of the books are saying that asteya means not stealing. That's saying. And aparigraha means should not have greedy on others' property. Now here, so this is should not have any greedy on others' property. This is should not stealing others' property. So we should not steal others' property. That is aparigraha. These 4 are called cardinal principles which are introduced by 𝗧𝗦𝗔𝗧. And Mahavira added brahmacharya. So he added brahmacharya. So brahmacharya means be purity. We should be purity. So that's why brahmacharya. So these are called 5 cardinal principles. So this is the most important cardinal principles. So 23rd Tirthankara was 𝗧𝗦𝗔𝗧 and 24th Tirthankara, that is Vardhamana Mahavira. So he is called 24th Tirthankara. So Mahavira, after enlightenment, he wandered so many places and so many people became the disciples of Mahavira. So up to 24th they are called Tirthankaras. But after Mahavira we should not say Tirthankaras. After Mahavira, who are followers of Mahavira, they are called Sramanulu. They are called Sramanulu. So we have to say Sramanulu. Sramanulu means the followers of Mahavira. That's why Jainism, it has 24 Tirthankara. After Mahavira, they are called Sramanulu. And Mahavira proposed 3 gems. This is called Triratna, 3 gems. So Mahavira proposed 3 Ratnas. They are called 3 gems. So what are the 3 gems? He proposed 3 gems. 3 gems means every Jainist person should feel these 3 gems. That is first one. So right desire. So we should have perfect desire, but should not have wrong desires. So we should have desire, right desire. So it is called right desire. And second, right knowledge. So we should have right knowledge. Okay. So right knowledge means if you are having knowledge on a person or on a thing, you should have perfect knowledge, but should not have half of knowledge. When we are having half of knowledge, we will have the troubles. We should face the troubles. That's why we should have right knowledge. And third, right conduct. So we have right conduct. So our conduct and character should be perfect. So our conduct decides our nature. That's why according to Mahavira, there are 3 gems: right desire, right knowledge, right conduct. So these are the 3 gems. And Mahavira, he wandered and he visited Bimbisara court also. So Bimbisara is related to, Bimbisara means the Magadha ruler, first ruler, Aryanka dynasty first ruler Bimbisara, he was relative to Mahavira. But anyhow, so Mahavira was wandering, and at the last in 468 BC, he was died at Pavapuri. He died at Pavapuri at the age of 72 years. At the age of 72 years, Mahavira was died at Pavapuri. So this is the life profile of Mahavira. So after death of Mahavira, so death is called 𝗧lekana vrat, 𝗧lekana. That means who are the Jain people, they have to do 𝗧lekana vrat. 𝗧lekana vrat means to destroy the body. Actually, Jainism comparatively Buddhism, Jainism is not spreaded not much as Buddhism. Buddhism, it has spreaded so many areas. Out of India also, Buddhism today, right now, some of the countries for Sri Lanka, Nepal, Tibet, some of the countries that are having official language, that is Buddha religion. But there are no Jainist countries, because Jainism has the strict rules and conditions. That's why in India, Jainism, it is not spread very much. It was not spread very much because it has strict rules. So it has 𝗧lekana vrat. 𝗧lekana vrat means we should not take even the water. We should not take food, water, should not have cloths, and we should sit like this, so meditation style, and there will be rain, there will be what we can say hot condition, hot weather, there will be cold weather, but we should sit like that only. Should not have any muffler, should not have any blanket, nothing. So without any clothing, we should sit there, we should do 𝗧lekana vrat, we should destroy the body, gradually we will be died. This is the 𝗧lekana vrat in Jainism. Mahavira also died at the age of 72 years. He was died at Pavapuri, Asthipala house. So he was died at Asthipala house. This is the life profile of Mahavira. And now you see, what are the branches in Jainism? Jainism has the branches. After death of 200 years of Mahavira, so it has split. So it's became 𝗧𝗦𝗔𝗧 and 𝗧𝗦𝗔𝗧. So especially the followers of Mahavira, that is Bhadrabahu and 𝗬𝗏𝗪. Bhadrabahu and 𝗬𝗏𝗪, these are the followers. But after 200 years of death of Mahavira, in North India, especially in Bihar area, there are 12 years famine. There was 12 years famine. Famine was occurred in Bihar for 12 years. That's why some of the Jainist people, they went to do Karnataka 𝗧𝗏𝗪 area under the leadership of Bhadrabahu. Under the leadership of Bhadrabahu, some of Jainist people, they migrated to South India in Karnataka, 𝗧𝗏𝗪 in Karnataka. So there they spent near about 12 years and get back, and they came back to Bihar. Whenever Bhadrabahu and that group came to Bihar, here the people who are Jainist people in Bihar, they are looking like having white cloths. Their leader was 𝗬𝗏𝗪 or 𝗬𝗏bahu. So then Bhadrabahu asked 𝗬𝗏bahu or 𝗬𝗏𝗪, so why you are wearing white cloths? So they argued. There was the argument. So because of that argument, so here 𝗧𝗦𝗪 and 𝗧𝗦𝗪 is divided. But 𝗧𝗦𝗪s, they went to maximum that people went to Nepal area. But 𝗧𝗦𝗪, they are now living in India. That's why it has two branches, 𝗧𝗦𝗪 and 𝗧𝗦𝗪. And their holy books. What are the holy books of this Jainism? That is Angas and Upangas. They are called Angas, Upangas. Angas are 12 and Upangas are 12. So Angas and Upangas. And so in Jainism, it has strict rules. It has very perfect systems and rules. That's why it has not spreaded throughout country. It has not spreaded very much. It has not spreaded as much as. So here, who are the kings followed Jainism? who are kings embraced Jainism. So we should say the most important person, that is Chandragupta Maurya. Chandragupta Maurya, he has taken Jainism first. Actually, before Chandragupta we have Bimbisara, but Bimbisara is not perfectly, he has not taken Jainism, just he was interested. But who was first ruler of India has taken Jainism, that is Chandragupta Maurya. So he has taken with the preachers of, by the preachers of Bhadrabahu. So Bhadrabahu preached Jainism to Chandragupta. So Chandragupta also went to 𝗧𝗦𝗔𝗧 along with Bhadrabahu. Okay, so Chandragupta Maurya, he started the 𝗧𝗦𝗔𝗃 Vrat at 𝗧𝗦𝗔𝗃. So on a hill, on a small hill, Chandragupta Maurya started the 𝗧𝗦𝗃 Vrat, and Chandragupta died there. On that hills, Chandragupta died by doing the 𝗧𝗦𝗃 Vrat. That's why right now that hills have the name Chandra Hills, Chandragiri Hills. So they have the name Chandragiri Hills and the name of Chandragupta Maurya. So that's why Chandragupta Maurya has taken Jainism first. Later, so Kharavela, ruler of Kalinga, one of the great ruler of Kalinga, Kharavela also taken Jainism. And after Kharavela, so we have one more person in Maurya dynasty, that is Samprati. Samprati also taken Jainism, is called Jaina Ashoka. That means his grandfather Ashoka, he has taken so Buddhism. So Ashoka strived for the development of Buddhism. As well as here Samprati also taken Jainism, he strived for the development of Jainism. That's why Samprati is called Jaina Ashoka. Samprati visited our Karimnagar area Munalagutta also in the period of Shatavahanas. So he constructed Basadini at Munalagutta area, Karimnagar area. That's why Samprati, he has taken Jainism. And later, so one more important king, that is Amoghavarsha. The Jainism book, that is 𝗂𝗽𝗚 So we should remember this book name, 𝗂𝗽𝗚. It will come 𝗂𝗽𝗚. So it is written by Amoghavarsha. It is in Kannada language. So Kannarasi language, Kannarasi language in those days is called Kannarasi language. That means Kannada language. So it is 𝗂𝗽𝗚, it is written by Amoghavarsha. So this is a book regarding to Jainism. That's why, so these are the important kings embraced Jainism in India. And holy places, what are the holy places in India? So especially the holy places means Dilwara temple. It is in Mount Abu. Dilwara temple, it is a Jaina temple in India. And in Telangana state also, we have Kolanupaka. So Kolanupaka also, it is one of the Jainist pilgrimage area. That's why. But in Gujarat, Rajasthan, Maharashtra, Karnataka, some of the places in these areas, the Jainism is spreaded. But remaining states in India, they have no any kind of Jainism. That's why recently Jainism also recognized so minority. So it is also recognized a minority religion. So one more holy place, that is 𝗧𝗦𝗔𝗃. We should remember 𝗧𝗦𝗔𝗃. It is also one of the Jainist holy place. So here in 𝗧𝗦𝗔𝗃, we have Gomateshwara statue. It is also called Bahubali. Gomateshwara statue. So Gomateshwara also called Bahubali. So it is the biggest statue, highest statue in India, that is Gomateshwara statue at 𝗧𝗦𝗔𝗃. Okay, it is constructed by Chamundarayal in 9th century. Chamundarayal. Chamundarayal is constructed Gomateshwara's temple. So for every 12 years, there will be Mahamastakaabhishekam. For every 12 years, Gomateshwara will have Mahamastakaabhishekam. So it is built by Chamundarayal. He was the minister of Western Gangus. He was minister of Western Gangus. We have Eastern Gangus and Western Gangus. So he was, Chamundarayal was the minister of Western Gangus. So this is Gomateshwara. It is also one of the holy place of Jainist people. Yes. So there are the Jainist councils. The Jainist summits or councils. We have 2 Jainist councils. So they will ask the question, how many councils of Jainism? There are 2 Jainist councils. So one in 3rd century BC. It is 3rd century BC. So the chairman of this council, that is 𝗬𝗏, also called 𝗬𝗏𝗔𝗧, he was the chairman of this first Buddhist council. So it is conducted in Pataliputra. It is conducted in Pataliputra. So it is conducted in Pataliputra. So here the conflicts. The Jainism has 2 branches. It has split in this meeting. The Jainism has a split in this meeting. That's why the main thing is Jainism has a split in first Jainist council. So it is conducted in Pataliputra in 3rd century. Chairman was 𝗬𝗏. Here the Jainist holy books, Angas and Upangas are composed here. Second Jainist council in 6th century AD. In 6th century AD, it is at 𝗹𝗶. It is at 𝗹𝗶. Headed by, chairman was 𝗹𝗶. Chairman was 𝗹𝗶 𝗵𝗏. So he was the chairman of this council. So these are the 2 Jainist councils are conducted in one is in 3rd century BC and one more is in 6th century AD. These are the Jainist councils. And regarding Jainist, the holy places, that is Basadini. So regarding this Jainism, Basadini, it is called Basadini. Basadini means the holy place of Jainism. So this is, we can say, Basadini. So here you see in India, so Jainism, it is not much developed, as not much spreaded as much as Buddhism. So next we go for Buddhism. Yes, Buddhism also the important religion in India. So it is also existed in 6th century BC as well as Jainism. So in 6th century BC we have these 2 religions, Buddhism and Jainism. So here, who is the founder of Buddhism? The Buddhism founder was Gautama Buddha. So he is a founder of Buddhism. His period was 563 to 483 BC. 563 to 483 BC. So he lived for 80 years. He lived totally 80 years. Mahavira lived 72 years. He lived 80 years. So Gautama Buddha, what was the profile of Gautama Buddha? So Gautama Buddha parents Shuddhodana and Mayadevi. So Shuddhodana and Mayadevi, and they belongs to Shakya clan. So Mahavira belongs to Gnatrika Kshatriya. So here, so Shakya clan, and so their area Kapilavastu, it is a footpath of Himalayas, foothills of Himalayas, that is nearby Nepal. Shakya and Kapilavastu, their capital Kapilavastu. So he was born in Lumbini. Buddha was born in Lumbini. His original name was Siddhartha. Gautama Buddha original name was Siddhartha. So after birth of Siddhartha, within 7 years, his mother was died. So his father married another woman. She is called Prajapati Gautami, Maha Prajapati Gautami. She was the guardian of Siddhartha. That's why later Gautama Buddha, Siddhartha will get the name Gautama Buddha. That means Gautama means her is a stepmother. So then he became Bodh. That's why Buddha. On the name of stepmother, his name became like Gautama Buddha. So his first name was Siddhartha, and his wife Yashodhara. His wife name was Yashodhara. There was one incident is happened in the life of Siddhartha, because you see why Siddhartha became that kind of a personality, because of there was a reason. When he was in mother's womb, so his mother has a dream. That dream meaning, so he called the astrologist and asked him what was the dream meaning of that dream. Shuddhodana asked the astrologist. They said, so you are going to get the boy. That boy may become a great king, or he may become great monk. So this is the reason from that day onwards, after delivery of Buddha's mother, so from that day onwards, Shuddhodana has taken very much care. So that's why, so up to 16 years, Gautama Buddha, that means Siddhartha, so he was used to stay lonely. So he wanted to spend the time lonely. That's why Shuddhodana was thinking, what he is having like that, what is staying like that. That's why at the age of 16 years, he married with Yashodhara. Shuddhodana married Siddhartha. Shuddhodana has done the marriage of Siddhartha with Yashodhara. So in the age of 19 years, Gautama Buddha has children also, son Rahuludu and daughter Priyanka. So he has a son and daughter. So many books are saying that they are not saying about Priyanka. Only they are mentioning Rahuludu. But he has two, son and daughter, that is Rahuludu and Priyanka. So after marriage also, after getting children also, Siddhartha spending that time, so he is not going to speak with others. So always he wants to be as a lonely person. That's why, so he is spending the time like this. One day, Siddhartha, he wants to go outside of Kapilavastu. And so his chariot driver, that is Chennadu, he called Chennadu, and he went to outside of the Kapilavastu. So here, whenever he was wandering in the streets of Kapilavastu, he has seen 4 incidents sequentially. So we should remember these 4 incidents. These 4 incidents affected on Buddha's life. So after watching these 3 incidents, in mind of Buddha, you have so many fluctuations. That's why these are the 4 incidents. We should remember this is the 4 incidents. So first incident was old man. So he saw old man. So he has a shivering, shaking, and he bending like this. That's why, so old man, Buddha saw first time old man. He asked Chenna, why Chenna is being like that? What happened to him? Sir, he is called old person. His body totally is going to damage. So what is this? So Gautama Buddha, in his mind, the fluctuations are started after seeing this person. And next to we get sick man. So he saw sick man. Okay, patient. He saw sick man. Here also, this sick man, when he saw sick man, Buddha again he was thinking, what is this? And second, so dead body. And third, monk. So these are the 4 instances in Buddha's life. So we will get the question, what is the sequence? What is the sequence of incidents? We should remember this, we can give one code, that is OSDM. Because sometimes what is happening, they will ask the question, what is the sequence? A, they will give like this. B, jumbling, they will give jumbling. C, again jumbling. So that's why we know the 4 incidents, but we can forget what is the sequence. Who is first, who is second, who is third, we won't have idea. Then we will have the problem. That's why I am giving the code OSDM. This means old man, sick man, dead body, and monk. Monk means sage. So sage, that's why these are the 4 incidents in Buddha's life. And after going to home, Buddha, he was thinking very seriously, why that people having that much of the problems? Why they are having the sorrow? Why they are suffering? So this is the Buddha's mind fluctuations. So he is not able to sleep perfectly, he is not able to stay perfectly. So he decided, so left to the home. He wanted to leave the home. That's why at the age of 29 years, so he left home. Okay, so at the age of 29 years, he left home. When he left home, it is called great exit. This is the most important point. At the age of 29 years, Buddha left home. This is called great exit. So this is on 𝗧𝗦𝗔𝗧 𝗚𝗎. You know, in the Buddha's life, 4 incidents they were happened on a same day. That is 𝗧𝗦𝗔𝗧 𝗚𝗎. So 𝗧𝗦𝗔𝗧 𝗚𝗎 it has most important in the Buddha's life. The birth of Buddha, great exit of Buddha, enlightenment of Buddha, and death of Mahaparinirvanam. All these 4 incidents happened on same day. That is 𝗧𝗦𝗔𝗧 𝗚𝗎. So this is called great exit. So at the age of 29, Mahavira, he exit at the age of 30 years. He left home at the age of 30 years. Just we remember. So Mahavira at the age of 30, Gautama Buddha at the age of 29 years. So he went to forest. So he wanted to decide to find truth. What is the reason? What is the cause behind of these sorrows? So what is the cause behind of these sorrows? So he wanted to find the truth. That's why he wanted to find truth. On this reason, he went to the forest. He left the home. It is called the great exit. So Buddha, he left home. Actually, what happened here, we want to say, he called 𝗳𝗏 and he told 𝗳𝗏, I am going to leave the home. So make ready the horse and the chariot. That's why by chariot he was going to forest. After going some far, he get down from the chariot and Buddha cut the hair. Buddha cut the hair and he has given that hair to 𝗳𝗏 and the clothes and ornaments. So everybody has given to 𝗳𝗏 and Buddha left the chariot. He was entering to forest on foot only. And 𝗳𝗏, he get back, he came to 𝗂𝗽𝗋𝗺. After coming to 𝗂𝗽𝗋𝗺, the horse of that chariot, is called Kantaka. We should remember Kantaka. And that person 𝗳𝗏. Okay, so Kantaka, it is a horse of Buddha. So after coming back, Kantaka was crying and it was died. So we understand animal also, they are knowing the situation. So Kantaka, after coming to 𝗂𝗽𝗋𝗺, it was crying and immediately it was died. So that is a affection with Buddha. So anyhow, so here Buddha, he was wandering on foot and he entered to a forest. After going somewhere, some far, and he went to Alaraka Lama. Alaraka Lama, he was the guru of Siddhartha or Buddha. Alaraka Lama. So Alaraka Lama. So he was a guru of Siddhartha. He learned 𝗧𝗦𝗃 𝗪𝗪 at Alaraka Lama. And after learning the 𝗧𝗦𝗃 𝗪𝗪, and he joined at one more guru, that is Uddaraka Lama. Uddaraka Ramaputra Lama. Uddaraka Ramaputra Lama. So he learned Yoga Shastra here and 𝗧𝗦𝗃 𝗪𝗪 here. So after learning 𝗧𝗦𝗃 and yoga, but he was not finding truth. So on what purpose he left home? To find the truth, to find the reason behind of that sorrows. But here he learned 𝗧𝗦𝗃 and yoga, but still now he is not getting the truth. He is not finding truth. That's why he left these gurus and he was wandering. But he decided finally. So I want to do the meditation. I want to find the solution through meditation. He wanted to decide to start the meditation. That's why he reached to village Uruvela. So he reached to village Uruvela in the Bihar. So he reached to Uruvela village. And Uruvela on the bank of Niranjan river. So he was searching for a good place, greenery place. So he was searching place and finally found the place. So it's a very, very beautiful place. That place belongs to Samagudu. That area fields belongs to Samagudu. He wanted to start meditation in that fields only. So there is a papal tree. He wanted to sit under the papal tree, and he wants to start meditation under the papal tree, and he completed the bath. He has taken the bath in Niranjan river and started the meditation under the tree. Unfortunately, it is also a miracle, that is a devil. It was on the tree. The devil name was Mara. On the tree, devil Mara. It wants to disturb meditation of Buddha. It wants to disturb the meditation of Buddha, but it is not possible to Mara. And later, you see, after leaving the home, at the age of 29 years, he left the home. Near about 6 years, he spent the time at Alaraka Lama and Uddarakaputra Lama, and this is totally 6 years. Okay, after completion of 6 years, then he started the meditation. So 48 days are completed under the tree. 48 days are completed. So between this time, that field's owner Samagudu, his daughter Sujata, you should remember, the field's owner daughter was Sujata. She served to Buddha. She felt that, oh, tree goddess maybe. Tree goddess, she is there. Tree goddess may be sitting there. That's why she wants to do service, because it has the dust. So she cleaned total dust. That's why she serviced to Buddha. But in the 49th day, at 49th day, he was enlightened. Siddhartha was enlightened in 49th day. This is called Bodh. He got the enlightenment, that is called Bodh. So whenever he was enlightened, he became Buddha. Bodh, it means, according to Buddhist language, he became Bodh. That's why he is called Buddha. And that tree, papal tree, it's became Bodhi tree. And that Uruvela village, it's become Bodh Gaya. That's why. So he became, Siddhartha became Buddha. That tree became Bodhi tree. And that village Uruvela, it became Bodh Gaya. So these are the incidents. And this is also, Buddha also enlightened same day, that is Vaishakha Shuddha Purnima. So birth, exit, and enlightenment and death. These 4 incidents are happened on same day, that is Vaishakha Shuddha Purnima. So here Buddha, he was enlightened. So he wanted to spread the truth, what he found, what he enlightened. So he wanted to spread the information to the society. That's why he was started the moving towards the Kapilavastu and Vaishali. So then he went to do Saranath. He has given the first preaching at Saranath. So there Deer's Park, that is called Deer's Park. This Deer's Park in Saranath. Deer's Park in Saranath. So here he wanted to give seminar to, he has given the seminar or preachers to 5 disciples. He has given the preachers to that 5 disciples. That 5 disciples are, actually they are not his disciples. So in the previous days, they were the classmates of Buddha. That's why, so he wanted to give first preaching to them in Deer's Park at Saranath. Okay, that 5 members, we have to take the list of that 5 members. So we have to write that list of 5 members. So Buddha started the first preaching, also called first seminar. So he has given at Saranath. It is at Deer Parks, Saranath. And there are 5 disciples. That 5 disciples previously in the earlier classes, they were the classmates of Buddha. That 5 we have to take list. So first one Mahanama, second one Kondana, third Badiya, fourth Asaji, and fifth Vatsa. So Mahanama, Kondana, Asaji, Vappa, and Badiya. These are the 5 disciples. Buddha has given preaching to these 5 disciples at Deer Park in Saranath. So, this we can continue this lesson in next class.